Hi shutter clickers. Well, we made it back from Colorado. We did a 3-day shoot in Denver, and then we did 3 days at Estes Park, Rocky Mountain National Park. We didn't get to Paladura Canyon in Texas like I promised. This was a very, very, very tiring trip. I think it was the altitude, it was the early days getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and they were long days, but trying to get both sunrises and sunsets. I've already downloaded the 2 Denver videos. I know I promised 3, but there's really only 2. The third one, the sun was just a big orange blob. There wasn't really much to see there. There'll be a link at the end of this video where you can click to see the Denver pictures. Some have asked me for a file copy of this picture right here. This is one of the Denver pictures. This is on the second video because they want to use it as a screensaver. So anybody wanting to do that, why, just let me know via email and I'll be happy to send you the file free, no charge. Just something that if you'd like to have, I'd be happy to give it to you. There will be 2 videos, this one and another one on Rocky Mountain National Park. This one is all about Bear Lake. Bear Lake is at an altitude of almost 10,000 feet. It's up in the mountains, obviously, and there's a big mountain over behind Bear Lake, and the idea is to get the reflection of the mountain in the lake, and that's kind of what I got. The second video is just other shots around Rocky Mountain National Park. I got a nice shot of an elk, which you'd probably like to see. We're going to do Rocky Mountain National Park again next year. In the meantime, we're going to be working out and preparing for it. There are some places that I wanted to go that I didn't feel like that we were physically able to get there. They were 3-mile one-way hikes, and my camera backpack weighs exactly 25 pounds, and I don't think I could carry it 6 miles round trip. So we didn't make those, but we've already started working out. We're walking every day, and we're planning on doing that next year. Now, regardless of what I say in the video, the sun was not cooperating because of the smoke in the upper atmosphere. At that time there was big forest fires in Oregon and in Montana, and the jet stream carried that smoke, and it was in the upper atmosphere all across Colorado, and it really affected the pictures. Sometimes it made the pictures very, very difficult to take, and at other times it added a beautiful orange glow to things, especially on the sunrises and the sunsets. So it just depends on the time of day. You'll see, and I'll talk about it in the video as I show you the pictures that I took. I think you're going to enjoy the Bear Lake picture. We got there early in the morning. We got there at 5 o'clock, about an hour and a half, something like that, before sunrise. And as we got there, the moon was almost full, and it was starting to set behind the mountain over the lake. And so I took some what they call the blue hour pictures. The blue hour is a half hour to 45 minutes before sunrise, and I think you'll really enjoy those pictures as you see the reflection. And I really slowed the camera down to get enough light to take the picture, and as the moon sets, it leaves kind of an elongated reflection in the water because the camera's shutter is moving so slow. But I think you'll enjoy the pictures. They're different. They're something you may have never seen before, and I think you'll like those. And then the rest of the shots were of the mountain and the reflecting on the pond, and it is amazing. These mountains are a grayish white, and it's amazing how red, with the smoke in the air and the sunrise, these mountains became as I took the pictures. So again, these are basically untouched pictures. I didn't add color or anything to these. But it's just amazing. And what's really amazing was at that time in the morning, and with the moon setting over the mountain, with the smoke in the air, and with it giving the red glow to the mountain, We're the only two people on Earth that saw that. What an experience. There was no one else there. We were totally alone at that time in the morning, and this may never happen again with the moon and the smoke and the sunrise. It just may never happen again. And so these are pictures that are one of a kind, I think. Something I've never seen before anyway. And I think you'll enjoy the pictures there. You'll also, let's see, there's something else I want to tell you. I got notes here. Oh, YouTube. Some of you told me that you're not on YouTube, that you don't have a YouTube subscription. YouTube is free. There's no charge for it. If you have a Gmail account, you're already on YouTube. You already have a YouTube account. All you got to do is log in with your Gmail address and password. You can go to YouTube without belonging to YouTube, without having a password and this sort of thing, but you don't get notifications and stuff like that, and you can't subscribe to channels. I subscribe to about 20 different channels, and it's all free. There's no charge for any of it. And there's so much good stuff on YouTube. I know you probably heard a lot about the bad stuff, but there's so much good stuff. There's things like product reviews. I don't hardly buy a thing anymore, especially in the way of electronics or camera goods, without going to YouTube and watching several reviews. There's how-to channels, all kinds of how to do most anything you ever want to do. There's cooking channels, there's craft channels, and obviously there's photography channels. There's religious channels. I watch a lot of Dr. R.C. Sproul and a lot of Dr. John MacArthur. They had their sermons on there. They're in full video, HD, and it's really good. So subscribe to YouTube. You know, I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm just telling you, subscribe to YouTube. You'll really enjoy it. There's just so much. In fact, it's just about taking over our TV time. We hardly watch any TV anymore. We watch more YouTube stuff. There's even movies on YouTube. So anyway, I want to get to the video now, and be sure to watch the next one as well as this one. I think you'll like it as well. So in the meantime, you know what to do. You keep that shutter clicking. Okay, shutter clickers, this is day 5. We just got off the shuttle there at Bear Lake. We're up in Rocky Mountain National Park. Alright, this is the trail up to Bear Lake. Lots and lots and lots and lots of people up here. But we're going to be here early. We're just scouting the place out today.
I don't feel comfortable on my current. I love it during the day and
Bear Lake, and we're up about I don't know, 9,000 feet, 8,000 feet, and I can tell it. I'm huffing and puffing already.
it's 9,474.
9,474 feet.
Definitely can feel it.
Yeah. Okay, we'll give you a bird's eye view of the lake. Slow pan. It's still very hazy. I'll zoom in on the mountain up there so you can kind of see what it's like. I'm going to set up and take a shot. I don't think it's going to be real good today, but we'll get her set up here and then let you know what's going on. Okay, this picture is just a scouting picture taken from our vlog camera, the pocket camera that we have, just to see where we are and what's going on. Smooth out the lake and get this mountain pan over there and get this mountain in the background. It's really a tough shot because the sun is not real good yet. It's way too late in the afternoon. But anyway, I think this is probably the classical shot right here. It's the one that everybody takes, the one everybody sees. I put this picture in just to show you how difficult it is to take a picture with all the smoke and particulate was in the air. I took this with my Canon 3 Ti. Here's a perfect place, I think, to take a picture. We got rocks in the foreground, some big boulders, and I'd like to get this shot right here tomorrow morning. This is perfect. I'll zoom up to the mountain, you can see what I can see. And it comes into view, and it's not viewing because of the haze. Just take a picture of that. Okay, shutter clickers, we got about 5 o'clock this morning. It's 41 degrees. We haven't had breakfast yet, and I can't believe the way this movie camera is picking up the lake. You'd think the sun was shining, but if you look, that's the moon just going down over the mountain. Now I got several pictures of that. Well, I shot at 10 seconds, 6.3 f-stop, ISO 200. Let's see what else I did. So the sun's going to come up on the mountain up here. It's starting to show just a little bit, and it'll show on that left face, the one right there. You got a finger there. Yeah, right there, and that's what I want to get a picture of, the sunrise coming up on that face. So I'm going to set my camera up, and then I'll get back with you and tell you what I've been doing.
Yeah, you better.
Okay, these pictures look blue because it's dark out. We're using a flashlight to set the camera. I know it doesn't look dark here, but it was dark. These are about 10-second shots, and I want you to notice how elongated the moon is in the reflection on the water on this picture because it took so long to take. Hey, we got some visitors. You can see them or not. There's another one right there. I think they're up here looking for a handout. As you can see, the face is starting to light up there a little bit. It's not quite there yet, but it is coming. And I'll be shooting at looks like right now 6 seconds, f6.3 ISO 100. I hope I don't need a filter to get the sky blue. It's still just a little hazy up there this morning, but it's a whole lot better than it has been for the last couple of days. The smoke seems to be dissipating. So well, anyway, we're all set up. I'm just waiting for the sunrise to hit it. Get back with you in a little bit. Okay, the sun just came up, and as you can see, all the red on the mountains. These mountains are a grayish white. They're not red at all. This is all reflection from the particulate that's in the air on the sunrise. And the sun has just come up now. Okay, this last one. There's 10 seconds, f11. ISO 100. I've got a 2-stop and a 4-stop graduated filter and a 8-stop neutral density filter. And you know, I'm trying to calm that sky down up there, but I think if you look at this one, it's not that bad. Let's see if I can get it on the screen there. Yeah, there you go. Not too bad. It's got kind of a blue cast to it, but trying to smooth the water out, there's a lot of ripples in the water. But the white balance I think is alright, but it's just got a blue cast. I'm going to check that. This is actually the last picture we took, and you can see how the red is dissipating as the sun gets higher and higher in the air. But this is out of sequence to the other pictures. Okay, 5020 frame and 2.1 and 2.2. I took an HDR, and it was slow enough that if there was any movement, it'd probably be all screwed up. But we'll just see. The pictures here look good. I don't know whether they are or not. But there's no wind, so there's really nothing moving. So I'm hoping the HDR will work. It'd be interesting to see how it compares to the ones that weren't taken that way. And as you can see, the sky is not real blue, but it's getting bluer, and there's not near as much haze as there was. The moon was a little orangey this morning, but we'll see. These next three shots are my best shots, and as you can see, as it gets later on these shots, the rock up there gets darker and darker, but the reflection in these pictures are beautiful. This is my favorite picture, across the lake looking at the mountain on the back side. The reflection is perfect. There's just still enough red to give it a realistic look from the sun. And then I turned 90 degrees to my right and I saw this, and I took this picture. And this was about 15-20 minutes later. The reflection here, I think, is just absolutely gorgeous, just wonderful. Well, shutter clickers, we're going to leave Bear Lake now. We've done all the damage here we can do. Getting to be a lot of people. Yeah. I see the mountains. Take a look at all the people. Okay, shutter clickers, you support me by watching, subscribing, and sharing. Sharing is very important. It's the number of views that I get that makes me feel that you're enjoying these, and makes me look forward to doing the next video. So thanks for watching, and in the meantime, let's keep that shutter clicking. Bye for now.